Hello and welcome back to day 6 of Trades in this. Today's trade is going to be reviewing a breakout trade. Pretty typical breakout retest that you're seeing here. I am on the 5-minute time frame, NASDAQ 100. And what you'll see is that there was a zone that was highlighted. Now, this is a zone that I highlighted myself with the rectangle tool on TradingView. If I see them happen, I will take the tool, especially if it was like a Tokyo, London overnight type of consolidation, because I know in New York there usually is a breakout from those areas. I usually do draw my own rectangle box if one hasn't formed for me already overnight. Now, let me disclaimer that by saying you are taking a little more risk if you are going to do it this way, and I know that. And I've tested it through my own trading style, and it works for me. It's honestly not that big of a deal as long as you are sticking to a good risk management plan, and as long as you have tested it, like what you're doing and with your rules. If you have back tested enough and you know that it will work for you still, then feel free to do something like this because I myself do this as well. So you'll see that area that I drew, which is the London overnight, where it consolidated a bit. And then what I was looking for was for the opening of New York to have a breakout. Breakout does happen. Don't typically trade the initial breakout of opening. I don't like that. I like to wait a little bit if I can. The overall trend had been bearish a day prior and overnight, so you guys can see that kind of downward trend that has been happening. I have the breakout, and what I was looking for was a little bit of a pullback or a retest of that area. We have that happening here. My arrows are off a little bit. When I'm zooming in, it changes it. But anyhow, it happens here with this wick. That's a pretty good looking reversal candle setup. I have that happen. And then we have the strong bearish candle along with the happy trail print. That is a bearish happy trail print. I had entered into this trade looking for a trend continuation. So a breakout and a retest with trend continuation. What I had done with this next candle, you can see where this wick was forming. At that point, the market was moving down pretty nicely. And I did actually get my 1.5 rather quick. And at 1.5, my rule is if I am trading with the trend that I will secure my trade to break even or just very slightly in profit. And I did do that, and my slight profit got hit, which is what it is. I'm making for the day 190 on this account. You can see that trade over here. I mean, it's not the best trade. I kind of sucks because I was 1.5, which means I was about 1,500 up on this trade. However, what you don't see here, because the market kept moving on, and I did check back later in the day to see what would have happened, it actually ends up pushing up and breaking above the zone. Really, that was more like a mixed session type of liquidity grabs happening in that area. And then it actually continues in an upward trend. While I did miss out on 1,500 where my trade had gone to, and maybe slightly under that too. I think it was probably around the 1,700 or so, 1,800 X that I had reached when that wick got to its peak. And would I have gotten 1,500 if I had just closed out at my 1.5 R? I would have. But that's not my rules in this strategy. So my rules are if I am trading with the trend and I hit 1.5, that I will move my stop loss to slight profit or a break even area, and I will allow it to continue to run with the idea that I would be able to potentially trail the trade along. That didn't happen here because my break even stop loss did get hit, and I did make the 190 on it. I mean, I made something for the day. It's not that bad. And in the grand scheme of things, my analysis actually wasn't that good. On this trade, I would have hit my max at 1.5 anyway. So yeah, I would have gotten it, but was I really right on this breakout? Not really. Breakout was more of a market manipulation. So this does happen to breakout traders, happens to myself as well. For me to combat false breakout stuff, a big thing that I include in my strategy is my risk management plan. I highly suggest for those of you who are breakout trading and maybe struggling with having a number of false breakout trades, watch the day 3 video where I do talk about how you can take better trades, but also really work on securing your trades at a certain point, whatever those rules may look like for your particular strategy. But I know for me, when I'm showing you my rules as far as when I would secure my trades, whether I'm trading with the trend or I'm counter trend trading, it's a big difference for me as far as keeping my profits. I may miss out sometimes like this where you don't always get the maximum reward you could get, but I'm not giving money back either. This is just one of those days where that happens. As of the close of market for the first week of Profit League, the account is at $9,433.40. So not bad at all. That's a fantastic first week. Thankfully, I got a couple of nice trades in the beginning to help give me a little wiggle room. And then I had a really nice 7R trade that you guys saw in yesterday's video. That really helped to give me a nice starting balance there. Okay, so that is it for this video, and I will see you back tomorrow for day 7.